welcome to my channel. What's up? I hope you guys are having a wonderful Saturday. Today I have a wonderful video planned for you. I'm going to be doing this very easy glowy summer look. So if you're interested in learning how to do a very neutral look like I have done that you can wear every day, then I suggest you keep watching. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, make sure you do that before you leave because that would be great. Hey, thanks. Okay, first things first, I'm going to be priming my face today with the POREfessional's Pro Balm. I'm just going to take a little bit on my finger. About that much. It says to use a lot less, but you know, here we are. And I'm just going to lightly press that into my T-zone where I see the largest pores.
Primer is, in my opinion, a necessary step because it helps really make a flat base for you to put your foundation on.
So I recently watched a beautiful Jaclyn Hill makeup tutorial on how she keeps her skin flawless. And what she said was to use a beauty sponge. This thing right here. This is a beauty sponge. She used one of those instead of a brush because you can actually push it into the skin and press it into the skin, and I have found that to work pretty well for me. I used to use this all the time, but then I changed over to the Y6 brush. So I'm going to be using the Maybelline Matte and Poreless foundation today in the color 124 Soft Sand, and I'm just going to be taking that on my beauty blender. I'm going to pour a little bit on, about that much, and I'm just going to start pressing that into my skin. Once that has been buffed into the skin, I'm now going to take concealer, and I'm going to be using the E.L.F 16 Hour Camo Concealer in color Medium Sand. And the darkness that you see under my eyes and some of this acne, I'm going to cover up with my concealer. Concealer is really, really good to help you cover up pretty much anything that you need to cover up that isn't covered up by your foundation. And so I just dab this under my eyes and then dab it on other parts that I need to cover. I'm going to take this same beauty sponge and I'm just going to buff that out. I think I actually got this beauty sponge from TJ Maxx, and I just went there yesterday and they had packs of like 10 of them for like 17 bucks. So don't waste your money on the $20 beauty blender. Just get one from somewhere else. They also have packs on Amazon that you can get that have really good reviews. My next step, I'm going to be using Maybelline Fit Me Loose Setting Powder in the shade 15 Light. And I'm going to once again take that same beauty blender that we've used, and I'm going to press it into this so you get some like this. And I'm going to look up so I can really get right under my eye, and I'm going to press this onto the concealer. Just like this. And that really helps for that flawless finish. So I'm going to finish putting powder on my face and then I'll be right back. Next step, I'm going to be bronzing my face. And to do that, I'm going to be using a Morphe R14 brush and my Ulta Beauty Matte Bronzer in the shade Cool. And to bronze, you really just want to take the bronzer from the top of your ear down this little hollow right here. So when you just follow that line. And this actually warms up your face and it gives you kind of that summery glow look. And I take it around the forehead because I think a very tan forehead is pretty. This is what my face looks like after bronzer. I now am going to take blush. This blush is from Essence Makeup, and it's the Mosaic blush in the shade All You Need Is Pink number 20. To apply this today, I'm going to be using my Morphe E4 brush, and it looks like this. They actually just sent me this in the mail, and I love it. I think it's so pretty. So I'm just going to smile, and I'm going to brush that right in this area. So it's right above that bronzer, but it's going to overlap a little bit. And I think it adds just such a pretty little warmth to your cheek. This is the face without highlighter. We're going to now move on to our eye look. The first step I'm going to do for my eyes is take some of that same concealer, and I'm just going to put a dot on each side. And I'm going to take that beauty blender and just blend it out. You can also use your finger for this. It doesn't have to be precise. This is just to get a base for your eyeshadow, which really makes your eyeshadow last all day long. You can also use an eyeshadow primer, but since we are getting a full look that's easy, I'll just make it easy and use the same product. In order for this look in order for me to make this video, really, you need a good everyday neutral eyeshadow palette. And in my opinion, one of the best neutral eyeshadow palettes is this palette by Tarte, and it's In Bloom. First of all, it's a gorgeous palette. This is what the back looks like. It's really dirty, I apologize. When you open it up, you got this large mirror, and then you have a very good range of neutral colors. You've got your darks over here for your night out. You've got 3 really good shimmers that can go all over your lid, and then you have a lot of good neutral transition shades. This palette is only $39, which is on the low end of higher quality makeup, and for $39 this is easily one of my favorite palettes. I can really create any look with this. I can create a very natural look where I don't even need to use eyeliner. I just will put a little bit of mascara on and go, or I can create a darker look for when I'm going out. This is really a good investment, and I think I got mine from Ulta. So if you're interested in this palette, I will obviously put the link of this palette in the description box below, and you can get yours on your own. It's just a really great palette. I'm also going to put a set of brushes from Morphe that I think would work well for just your everyday eyes. I know it's sometimes overwhelming to try to pick out 1 or 2 brushes from the store. There's also some Real Techniques brushes that I have used and I really like, so I'll link a couple brush sets that I think would be good to use to apply your eyeshadow every day, and that way you don't have to go hunt for them. The first color that I'm going to be using today is this pinky color called Sweetheart, and I'm going to be taking a Morphe M573 brush, and I'm just going to be tapping into this color, and I'm going to place that in the crease of my eye. I forget every single time how much I love this eyeshadow until I put it on my eye again. Okay, the second color that I'm going to be taking is right beside it, and it's called Rebel. It's a beautiful, like, light cranberry-ish color. And I'm going to take that on the same brush. I'm going to focus that really right in the crease. And as you can see, that's actually deepening that crease. To make things simple, I'm going to continue to use that same M573 brush, and I'm going to take this last dark color called Leader just on the very tip of my brush, so just like this. And you want to apply dark colors to the outside of your eye and that really gives it a really pretty effect. So I'm just going to kind of tap this into this outer V area of my eye. Once you have that all nice and blended, on your finger, you're going to take Funny Girl, this gold champagne-y color, and I'm just going to rub my finger in it just like this. And I'm going to place that on this side of my lid, just like that. Now I'm taking the same brush that already has some of that dark color on it, and I'm just going to very lightly swipe over the line where those two colors meet, and that way it blends it and it makes it appear to be blended from this color to the dark color. Next, I'm going to be taking a Morphe M432 brush, and I'm dipping back into Leader, and I'm going to apply that to my lower lash line. I'm going to be taking the KatVonD Tattoo Liner and just putting one line above my lashes. You okay? Now I'm going to be doing my eyebrows. I'm going to be taking the Colourpop Brow Boss pencil, and I'm going to brush these bad boys up, and then I'm going to fill them in, and I'll be right back. Next, you want to take the NYX Matte Finish Setting Spray, and you want to give yourself a good spray, and that helps your makeup stay in place all day. And honestly, even with a 10-hour day, I see a difference when I use setting spray and when I don't use setting spray, because you know, by 4 or 5 hours in, my face starts to get really oily, and my foundation will actually move around, and you'll start to see some of my natural skin come through. But with setting spray, I really don't have a problem with my foundation moving anywhere throughout the day, and when I get home, my makeup wipe is covered in foundation because it has stayed on all day long. So the next step that I'm going to do, I'm going to take the Essence Crazy Volume Mascara, and I'm going to apply some mascara to the top and lower lashes. The last step that I'm going to do is highlighter, and the highlighter that I'm going to be using is Essence Makeup Pure Nude Highlighter in the shade Be My Highlight, and I'm going to take that on a Morphe R36 brush. I'm just going to rub it in there just like that. It is so gorgeous. Now I like to add it to the top of the cheekbone and on my forehead because it just really gives off that pretty glow. I'll add some to the tip of my nose, Cupid's though, and under there. Just like that. And this is the final look. I love how beautiful everything turned out. Like I said, this eyeshadow palette is really one that if you're just looking for a palette to have neutral, good shades to work with every single day, I think this is a wonderful choice, and it's only $39, which kind of sounds like a lot, but I had just bought a $65 palette, and they're actually $200 palettes, so $39 is not that bad. And you get 12 shades, so it's a pretty good deal. If you want to see more videos like this on how to do your makeup, then make sure to leave me a comment below. And if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you leave. And I will see you in next week's video. Thanks for watching. Bye!
I realize when we are together, there is no more doubt.